Okay, here we've got an American import, which is strange because it's a Japanese motorcycle, but that's what it is. It's a Suzuki VS 700 Intruder. Signs and symptoms: it starts and runs fine. It runs up until the engine's warm or hot, and then it starts to cut out at junctions, etc. Traffic lights, you name it, anywhere where you have to come to a halt, then the engine decides it wants to splutter and cut out. Starts readily enough, but then and runs fine, but again you pull up at a junction and it cuts out. I've just come up to the thing and ran it till it's warm, and could immediately hear an issue. And what I've picked up on is the spark plug cap, which you can see wobbles about like a pea in a whistle. If we just remove that, the spark plug cap itself appears to be, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, there appears to be some fine crack lines, deterioration of the material. The issue, I guess, is because the spark plug's buried right down inside the head, hence the length of the plug cap, which easily goes from the tip of my finger to the centre of my hand, so it must be 125 mil long, something like that, 5 inches. And you can actually hear, when I started it up and ran it from cold, couldn't hear it, but the plastic must be affected by the heat and starts to break down. So, and I can gently hear the arc tracking inside the spark plug tube, if you want to call it that, inside the cylinder head, whilst moving the cable about. I'll start it up and see if the camera will pick it up. I'm not sure that it will. Okay, we'll get right up close. You can hear it quite prominent now, and we'll move the plug away and it reduces. Let it lean on the cylinder head. Now normally you would be able to see it because it's dark down there. Normally you'd be able to see it because it's dark down there, but it's definitely having an effect, and by moving the cap about it reduces the tracking, the audible level of the tracking anyway. So I think we'll have a new set of plug caps at least. We'll have the plugs out as well and check those, see what condition they're in. Okay, you couldn't make this stuff up. We've got a 17mm 17mm box spanner which fits but won't quite go in the hole, doesn't quite line up properly, so we'll get another 17mm box spanner, drop that down there, which is too short essentially to do the job on its own. So I've got a 14mm socket, 14mm socket in a wrench, and we're on. So now we can get that cracked, we can get that spark plug removed. If your box spanner won't enable you to remove the spark plug, then you can reach in with one of these expandy tools It's also good for replacing the spark plug after, instead of just dropping it inside, and then you might interrupt the cap on the plug. So dual purpose really. And it little camera focus, it fits quite nicely around there, almost made to measure. Now if the camera is focusing better than it's ever done before, which would be a miracle, hopefully we can see the cause of the problem. There's the right near my thumbnail, we can see some slight cracking of the plug case and plug cap case. It's working its way down progressively along the length of it, and it appears, that looks like some kind of hot spot just there. That's probably, it is in the centre of it, so it's quite likely to be the widest point. So it's strange that it's breaking down when it's hot and not when it's cold, but that's exactly what's happening. So we'll get the new stuff fitted, and then we'll see what the outcome is. We'll run it till it's warm and check that everything's fine. See where we go from there. Enjoy.